Okay, hey everyone. It is Coach Basics second call. So tonight, me and Shannon are going to go over, Facebook and setting up your challenge groups and what challenge groups are all about. I'm actually going to let Shannon kind of introduce herself because last week we had Courtney on the call and this week we have Shannon. So I kind of want Shannon to kind of introduce herself as a leader so you kind of know who she is on the team.
Hey everybody, my name is Shannon and I started coaching in April and I've actually fallen in love with it. It's become my new passion. I'm a mom of 3 boys and a part-time nurse that work in the operating room. So even though we have busy schedules and stuff, you can still get your Beachbody business done. You just have to learn organizational skills and things like that and just make time for that each and every day. And you can be very successful and there's great opportunities, and like she said, talking about using those wordage when you're talking with people and getting those conversations. As you grow your business, you're not going to have time to have those long, lengthy conversations with people. So take advantage of the things that are out there that's going to help you be more efficient with your time. And there's lots to learn, and don't let it overwhelm you in the beginning, and just take it one step at a time because there is so much information out there. It can get very overwhelming in the beginning. So just take it one step at a time.
When Shannon first joined, how long did you do the workouts before you actually decided to become a coach?
Well, let's see. The first Beachbody programs I got were on VHS tape. That tells you how old I am, first of all. But it also tells you how long I've been searching for something that was going to work. So I got the Power 90 with Tony Horton. They were on VHS tapes. And I did those for a while, but there was no support systems. That's before they had coaches and all that kind of stuff. And then after I had a couple of kids trying to lose the baby weight, me and my husband got Insanity. And I did that one for a while, but I didn't have a coach, didn't hear from a coach. I guess I had been assigned one, I don't know. And but then I didn't stick with it. It was hard. My husband did great. He ended up doing 3 rounds of it, made me feel even worse about myself. And so then had baby number 3 and saw an infomercial for T25. And I was like, you know what, 25 minutes a day, I can do that. We called in, ordered it online. I got assigned a coach, and it was Courtney. And I guess we had used a different email address or something, so it assigned us a different coach. And she reached out to me, put me in a challenge group. I was one of those little flies that sat on the wall. I didn't participate in the challenge group. And things like that. But I was able to have success with that kind of more on my own just because I wasn't reaching out. It wasn't anything that Courtney was doing wrong. I just did not involve myself. So, and then I decided, I don't want to go back to where I've been. I want to continue. And I had been listening to the coaching things as the commercials after your workouts are over. And so I contacted Courtney. I said, okay, tell me more about this coaching thing. I hear I can do it for free. So I wanted to learn more. And I asked her so many questions, and I was like, I know I'm bugging her to death, but she was very patient. She answered all my questions. I started thinking about coaching probably 6 months before I actually signed up. I wish I had done it a long time ago, maybe when I had those VHS tapes, because I'd fallen in love with it. But so I did the 21-day fix, and I had great results with that. And that's when I signed up as a coach doing that. And it's been wonderful, and I had great results, and learning to share those results and building that trust with people. And it's amazing how quickly the business has grown just since April.
Yeah, when Shannon signed up as a coach, she really just did the action steps and put everything kind of into it. And she just ran with it, Maybe, you took 6 months to think about it or whatever, but once you kind of signed up, it was like, oh, Shannon, who's this girl? She was just she was
ready to go.
Yeah, she was ready to go. So, all right. Thanks for telling us your little story.
You're welcome.
So I'm going to give my tips on Facebook. And then Shannon, we can kind of just go back and forth. Give me 1 second because my TV just got loud for some reason.
Hey, Shannon. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, I have 3 boys too. Just
Do
thought I'd
you?
throw that in there.
What ages are they?
Now they're 8, 6, and 4.
Okay, I have 13, 11, and 6.
Okay, all right. So
Yeah.
yours are a little older, but
Yeah.
keeping us busy.
Yes, they do, and it doesn't get any easier. It's just different.
Yes.
The teenagers are more independent, but then you've got more issues. So it's all
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
Okay. So Facebook, there's so much to learn about Facebook. We'll just kind of cover the basics because there's so many. If you've been on YouTube lately, like you can search a lot of the top coaches and they have videos and team calls and trainings and this and that. There's so much, but just know that if you're brand new to even posting on Facebook, it gets better, meaning when you start posting, like when I first joined as a coach, I never posted anything. So when I started posting on Facebook, I was happy if I got 5 likes because Facebook has an algorithm. So they take into consideration how many times you post, how often you post, how many people like your post, how many people comment on your posts. So all those things are taken, they put it into this equation. And then say you make your next post and Facebook will say, okay, well, her last post only got 5 likes and no comments. I'm not going to put it as high up on the news feed because if you see only 7% of your friends on Facebook actually see your stuff. So even though you put your post out there, like you shared about, your coming out post, right? Not everyone saw that. So that's why we always say, okay, even though you might have posted about it once or share your transformation once, doesn't mean everyone saw it. So you really have to take in consideration, especially if you're brand new posting on Facebook, it's going to take time to kind of build up that momentum. So if you are getting low likes or not a lot of comments, you just got to be consistent. And that's really the key with this whole business is just being consistent. So on Facebook, how do you want to be consistent? The first thing you need to do is build your network on Facebook. I started off with only 400 friends on Facebook because I didn't want other people knowing my business, but I never posted anything anyways. So it really didn't matter because no one would know anything about me. So I started adding 5 people per day on Facebook. And I'll show you, I'll screen share how you can do that. So on Facebook, you're just going to go to your profile, click on friends, click on find friends, and then it'll show you people you may know. So if you have a lot of people in common, like Donna, I have 13, she's a friend of a mom of one of my friends. I can send her a friend request. I would not overthink, do I know this person? How do I know this person? If you have friends in common with them, they're fair game. So you want to be adding 5 people per day. And you can also, search your hometown, where you live now, your high school, jobs that you recently had before, whatever. You can also go to like one of your friends' pages and search their friends and see who you have in common that way. So this is a really great way because if you're posting on social media and you're not building your network, you're going to be posting to the same people all the time. So that's why you constantly, just adding 5 per day, it really starts to add up. Another thing that you do want to be careful of when you start adding 5 people per day is go back to your page and there's this view activity log. If you click on that and then click on more on the left-hand side in like the second section, and then you'll see friends pop up right here. And that will give you the notifications of who you became friends with and who you sent a friend request out to. Because sometimes you'll send a friend request and people are going to ignore it. People aren't going to become your friends. All right, so this girl here, I sent a friend request to on February 5th. So it's been 5 days, and she's seen the request. Everyone's on their phone 24/7. So it says, I sent the friend request. I am going to cancel the request. It's been 5 days. She doesn't want to be my friend. Not a big deal. I'm not going to get hurt about it. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to be like, why doesn't she want to be my friend? I don't care. It's okay. I'm going to cancel that request and then find a new person. Because if you have too many of those outstanding friend requests, Facebook can kind of put your account on hold from adding more people because they might think that you're spamming people. So that's why we only want to do that 5 friends per day. And then maybe like every other day or every 3 days, check to make sure that people are actually accepting your friend request. And my thing I like to do is when they do accept my friend request, send them a message. It doesn't have to be anything about Beachbody, but just being friendly. Hey, how are you? I saw you went on vacation, or I saw that you have, 2 kids. What's their age? I have, my kids are 5 and 7. You're forming people, meaning you're talking about their family, talk about their occupation, talk about recreation. Those are all things that you can talk to people about and make connections with them. So then when they do start seeing your post on Facebook, number one, they're more likely to see it because you've messaged them. And in Facebook algorithm, if you message someone, they know that you're closer to them. So they're going to show your post more often to that person. And then you're going to be able to see their posts more often. So you can like and comment on their things and form a closer relationship that way. But then when we kind of start talking about challenge groups and they see that you might send them an event invite, they're more likely to be like, okay, like I like Sarah, I like what she's doing. I want to, I feel comfortable reaching out to her about what this whole challenge group thing is about. So that's with the whole adding 5 people per day on Friends.
Rose, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you ever, I haven't even really looked into it yet, but do you or anyone that you know of like group people into like categories? I've always been really selective on who I'm friends with on Facebook just because I post things about like my kids and where we go and stuff like that. So, there's my post.
I liked it.
So I was just wondering like if anyone like does like a group of friends that's like just people that you add for Beachbody purposes, but like you exclude them in like regular posts that you make. Do you follow what I'm saying?
I kind of do. Like you mean like if you add a Beachbody coach?
Well, say like I'm adding all these people and I have all these friends, but I just want to like, I want to post something that's not Beachbody related, just like, oh, me and my kids are I was going to say at the beach, but that could be Beachbody. So me and my kids are, playing baseball outside. Anything, but I don't want to like put it out there for everyone or.
I get what you mean. So you can make it private. I believe like, let me see if I can click on one of my posts to show you.
I didn't know if you had like if you like label people like in a Beachbody friends group, and then if you're like sending something specifically, I guess pretty much all of your friends are for the purpose of Beachbody.
Yeah, I mean, some posts you can make private or depending upon like what your profile is set up. If your profile is private, then only friends can see what you post.
Yeah.
If your profile is public, which I suggest that you put on public, then anyone, even not your friends, can see your post. But then you can change when you do post if you want friends only to see it.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
the only time that you can pinpoint who sees your post. But what I like to tell coaches, like if you're worried about, putting yourself out there or putting your kids out there or something like that, and a top coach said this, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? More people actually see your kids at Target or ShopRite that are locally in your area than they would have any idea on Facebook. Do you know what I mean? So if you're worried about that, I don't know if someone in our last Coach Basics, or it might even been from last week, their house was broken into, so they were kind of worried about, things like that. That's really up to you. If you don't feel comfortable enough yet sharing things, then just share the things that you are comfortable with, and then you can, progress as you get more comfortable.
Yeah. Okay.
Shannon, did you have anything you wanted to add?
Okay, I had to get my computer wasn't working. The only thing that I can add to that is, I thought about that too with my kids, and do I really want to be putting a lot of stuff out there? But when you're thinking about making those connections with people, they want to feel like they know you. I know sometimes, like when you watch TV shows, or if there's somebody that you follow on Facebook or something, when you see more into their life and what they're all about, you feel like you know them.
Yeah.
And I think that's important, because as you're building these relationships with people, they want to know that you're a real person. And if you're just constantly posting things about Beachbody, well, then that just comes across really salesy and it turns people off. But if they see that you're a mom and you're busy and you love fitness and, you go shopping and whatever it is that you do, they feel like they get to know you. They build that trust with you without really having anything other than a Facebook friendship with you. And it kind of lets them know kind of who you are and what you're about. And so that really helps to build that relationship and that trust.
Yeah. That's a good way to look at it.
And then you could always just start a like page, so it's different than your personal page. So if you wanted to do more health and fitness stuff on your like page, but your like page, you're really growing it not for your friends and family, you're pretty much growing that to reach like wide network of people.
Okay.
But I would just start off, I tell people just start off small, especially if you're kind of new to the whole Facebook posting game.
Okay.
Okay, so that's about friends, about adding people on Facebook. You want to be doing at least 3 posts per day. If you're brand new, like how I was with actually posting, just do once per day. Just be consistent with 1 time per day. And then when you kind of do that for a week or 2, then start doing 2 posts per day. And then after that, you can start doing 3 posts per day. So wherever you are, just start and just be consistent with what you're going to be doing. So the best times to post on Facebook are 9 a.m., noon, and I would say 9 o'clock at night. And the reason being is if you're on your computer, you will see on the right-hand side this list of people, and it will say more friends, and it will give you a number. Oops, there it is. You guys see that number?
Kind of. Our pictures are over top of it on my screen.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I can move it. That's cool.
It's right here on the side.
Okay, yeah.
So that number, when it goes up, so like right now it's at 94 for me, but when it's a good time meaning more people are on, it might be at like 150. So that's a really good time for me to post. Right now it's like, it's okay. So I would say like do a week, but I always check anyways. But just keep checking, and you can check on your phone too. If you like click the little people button on your phone app, it'll give you that number too. But you'll see what times are really popular for you, and depending upon like the time zone that you live in, like say like you're East Coast, but you have a lot of West Coast people, be aware of that. Be aware of who your friends are. If you have a lot of moms, maybe nap time is really good. Or if you have a lot of like working people, maybe earlier in the morning is good because they wake up earlier. So just find the times that this number is higher than normal. Shannon.
Yes.
Anything to add with like the timing or?
Other good times are like Sunday evenings around 8 o'clock. I know a lot of times that's when we try to post advertisements for challenge groups and things like that are coming up. Bad times that I have found are Friday nights. Saturday nights, people are usually going out to eat and doing different things with friends. But Sunday night, everybody's kind of having the day to chill. They're at home. They're catching up from the weekends. And so Sunday nights around 8 o'clock are a really good time to post those really important, announcing yourself as a coach, posting for a challenge group, anything that you want to invite people to. That's a great time to post.
Yeah, no, that's excellent. Especially Sunday nights, people are like, oh my God, I ate all this crap over the weekend. I'm so bummed. I feel awful about myself. And then boom, they see your post and they're like, they made this post just for me.
I was all ready to do my challenge group post, and then it came up, and then it was this Sunday, and it was Super Bowl, and I was like, well, if I post it now, like half the people are going to be probably drunk while they're reading it. So I was like, well, I'll post it Monday night, because then everyone's feeling bad about all the stuff that they did the night before.
No, that's
I got a
great way of thinking about it, because you do kind of have to have that strategy with Facebook. So like I'll never post anything like challenge group wise, like on a Friday or Saturday. But I think Friday and Saturdays are just good days to post about what you're doing with your family. You know, if you're going out to dinner or you're going to a play or whatever, you know, whatever it is. That's a good time to post those kind of things. I feel like holidays holidays, like family pictures, that kind of stuff is good. Yeah. What else with Facebook? I know that Sarah really wants to get into the whole challenge group thing. So we'll talk about challenge groups. Shannon, do you want to explain like what a challenge group is? Because some people
Yeah, I've had people ask me, what is a challenge group and what is the challenge and who loses the most weight? And that's not what it is at all. A challenge group, especially for me, is about supporting those customers and getting those people involved in a group setting that they're going to, number one, get tips and tricks and recipes and things like that from you, but also support, encouragement. You're like a big cheerleader. And then as they see you doing those kind of things, they follow the leader. And so if you're posting encouraging things, then they a lot of times will start doing the same things. As you're encouraging others, then you'll see them commenting and encouraging others. And one thing that I like to do in mine is the first week we kind of get to know each other. I kind of set the pace for the group, or try to. Some challenge groups are better than others. Sometimes it's because of the people. Sometimes it's because of the coach. And then as we progress through, then I try to offer some little challenges. I have tried doing, giving them a list of, on Monday, you do this, on Tuesday, you do this, and giving it to them up front. And the most recent thing I've been doing is a daily challenge. So each day they have a different challenge that they are supposed to do. Anything from sweaty selfies, or, you know, something motivational, or something that they struggle with, something that they have, found to be very helpful in meal preps or whatever, sharing recipes. And then I give them points based on that. And so that's kind of the challenge part of it. And then I offer a small prize, whether it's a gift card or one of the DVDs. Maybe sometimes I've had them on sale from Beachbody, and I can send that. Sometimes people that have Amazon Prime, I've heard of people ordering things, something fitness related through Amazon Prime, and having it shipped directly to the person. So that kind of works well. So that's kind of the way that I run my challenge groups, and everybody's different. And that's the neat thing about it. It's yours, and you can make it what you want to make it. But it's all about support and building those relationships even more. And it also gives you a good way to evaluate people that are in your groups that might make potential coaches. You can see how they're posting, and if they're very encouraging and uplifting and they love the workouts, and then you can kind of get a feel for who would be a good coach in your downline. And then you've already developed that relationship with them in your group. And then toward the end of the group, you can present them with that option and also let them know that they can save money on their Shakeology by becoming a coach. So that's what I do with my challenge groups.
Cool. I'm going to share my screen again and show you guys what a challenge group looks like. So if you haven't been in a challenge group yet, it's just and that's why I love Beachbodies, because no other, like fitness realm does this, where we put people together in a private group on Facebook. They get that support, they get that motivation, and we kind of just keep them accountable day by day. So I'll take you guys to our Team Hammer and Chisel challenge group. So sometimes, like when we have a new program, like Hammer and Chisel just came out in, what was it? End of December, right?
January 4th.
January 4th. That's when we started the group, January 4th. I started a little bit early. But when we have like those big programs that just come out, we do a team challenge group. So all the team goes in the challenge group, and then we pull all of our customers together in the challenge group too. And especially new coaches, you don't want to do a challenge, like your first challenge group by yourself. We either, pair each other up, like 2 new coaches can go together. I would say just do a challenge group with your upline so you don't feel overwhelmed like you're doing something brand new that you have no idea. So if you didn't come into Beachbody with a challenge group, make sure that you're with your upline or even one of the leaders on the team. And you'll see, like in our team page, people will say, hey, do you have an Insanity challenge group starting, or do you have this challenge group starting? And that's why, we had that team aspect, is because if we're not running a challenge group for that program, we can see if another coach on the team has a challenge group, and we can just plug that person right in there. But you'll see here, in challenge groups, we'll share our successes. We do recipes. We do funny selfies. We give motivation. So it's just a place where people can share what they're doing, talk about their struggles, their successes, and just to kind of, give healthy snack recipes, things like that. You show your Shakeology. So that's what I like to use my challenge groups for too, is to really use it as a teaching tool for people. So teach them why drinking Shakeology is important. Yeah, you show them the 2-minute video before they signed up, but really explaining to them what it's doing for them. So sometimes I'll take like an ingredient of Shakeology and I'll explain it, what's Akaberry, what, antioxidants are in that. Why does that antioxidant help them? Just so that they know the value that's behind Shakeology. And then you can also share about the coaching opportunity in your challenge groups too. At the end of the month, I always run a coach opportunity webinar for you guys to add or invite new people to learn about the business opportunity. So in your challenge group, you can say, hey, if you've ever thought about doing what I do with helping people and, posting selfies on Facebook, we have a webinar coming up at the end of the month. If you want to watch it, you can just be a fly on the wall and listen in. So, use your challenge groups for that as well. So this was a Teams challenge group. So the first part is getting a date set. I would say you want at least 2 to 3 weeks to where you're planning your challenge group, because you have to invite your challenge group. And like Shannon was saying, the first week I always like to have a prep week. So you're, telling people, open up your package, read the instructions, go grocery shopping, like all those little things. Take your before and after picture. So I like to do that 5 days before the group actually starts. So how can you invite? Number 1, talk about it. Talk about it, in your posts on social media. Share what you're doing. Use videos of you yourself doing the workout and asking if people want to join you. So number 1, invite by your post. Number 2, you can do an event invite, and I'll show you how to do that. So on the left-hand column here on Facebook, and I would say use your computer. If you try and do all this, like make an event invite by phone, I think it's just easier doing everything from a computer because you can do a lot more. So just click on that invite link or that invite tab on that left-hand side, and then you can click create. If you click on that, you can upload a photo to have on your timeline, or not your timeline, but to have on the upper banner. That name, a lot of times, you can do, it's February, so you can do something like Hearts on Fire or Fit February. You can make it fun. Location, I always put your house so people know, like, you just do this at your house. It's a home workout program. You put the date, like I said, you can do it 2 to 3 weeks ahead of time, and then the description. So I will post today what I use in the description for my challenge groups, so you guys can copy and paste it. So you don't have to think about it. And you can ask other, people on the team too what they use. But I pretty much use the same description every single time. And I'll show you an example as well. So after you fill that out, you just click create, and then it'll say invite, and then you just click it, and you can just invite whoever you want. You can invite up to 400 people, and I would say invite the max. Invite those 400 people. And just like adding friends, don't overthink it. I would say for me, I invite all women. So I go through my women's list, and I just add people into that 400 mark. Because once you look at their name and you're like, well, this person, does this, or I don't know if that person likes me. Don't even go there. Just start adding people, because you'll be really surprised once you do. So I'll kind of show you an example of one of my past challenge groups. So you'll see this one, Fall in Love with You, that was Andrea. She's a coach on our team. That's what she named her challenge group. A 30-day healthy lifestyle challenge. That was Leia's challenge group that she's running. Fall in Love with Fix, that's Kelly's challenge group. So just to kind of give you some names. I also make events for our coaching opportunity webinar. So I call it What is Beachbody Coaching? Let me go to my, am I in my past events? I am. Let me find a better one. You can see I get invited to a lot of events. So this was the one that I did for October. It was called Fittoberfest. I gave them, and if you can't do these pretty pictures yet, not a big deal. The pictures or the websites I use are called canva.com and picmonkey.com. They're both free, and you can they have the sizing, so you can size this cover photo so it doesn't take you a million days or hours to do this. But anyway, so this is my description, and I'll legit just copy and paste it. So the first sentence, I typically just kind of talk about what's going on. So if it's Halloween season or October, if it's October, I'll talk about Halloween and candy, and after that's going to be Thanksgiving, or right now, get ready for the summertime. That's coming up soon, or, so always kind of that first sentence, I always try and not entice people, but, just talk about what they're probably feeling right now. And then the rest, I always keep the same. I typically run just 21-day fix challenge groups. Just because it's 21 days, it's quick, and people get awesome results in 21 days. I mean, you really can't beat it. But if you do have someone that wants to do a different program, you can still add them in, because it's going to be do your workout and drink your Shakeology and eat healthy. It doesn't really matter what program you're doing. But I keep the rest the same, and I'll post this in the group so you can see. But what you can do in your event invite is you can post in your event invite. And I post in it every single day. So after I send out my event invite, I send it out to my friends. Every day I will post in that event. So I'll post before and after pictures. I will post little clippets of the workout. I will post recipes of the nutrition plan. Another before and after picture, Shakeology recipes, my before and after. So it kind of gives people a little, just a little bit more info, because sometimes I'll post the Chunky Monkey, or is it right here? and people will go bananas over that recipe. Like that's what they're like, oh, okay. Because maybe they saw the event invite, and they're like, not for me. But then they saw this pop up, and they're like, oh, like that actually looks really good. So it just is something to teach people without you messaging them. So that's what I do for my event invites. And then when people click, like this one already happened, but it will say people who are going and people who may be going. So if they click going or maybe, that's when I message them. And I say the same thing every single time. Hey, I'm glad you clicked whatever on my event invite. What makes you interested? And then I just followed the conversation that, you learn about in GoPro. And then I'll post, and I think I posted in the Coach Basics group how I do my conversations. But that's what I do every single time. And if you only get 2 people that click go, that's a success. So if you don't get 8 or you don't get however many people you think you might be getting, even if you have 2 people in your challenge group, you can still have a challenge group.
Rose, do you do your invitation posting on your Facebook and the event invite in the same day?
Sometimes I'll do a Sunday night, I'll do a post about it, and then Monday I'll do the event invite. That way it's here and a little piece here. It's not bam all at once.
Okay.
And then I would say maybe every other day make a post up until that point.
Okay. But your event invite is you create a separate group, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. So say it's October 26th and time for my challenge. You open up my group in the challenge group. So the way that you do that, how you set up a group, is just go on the left-hand column again, click and just click create group. So it's right under the groups, create group. Group name, fit for February, add the people in, and you can either make it closed or secret. The difference is closed, the only people that can see it is who's in it, but people know the group exists, whereas secret, no one even know that the group exists, and only those people can see what's being posted. I would not make your challenge groups public. That means anyone can see, and anyone can kind of get in there. So after you click secret, you click create, then you have a whole separate group, and then you can use the Beachbody Challenge guides in your Coach Online office. So if you're, maybe this is your second or third challenge group and you're not running it with your upline and you're kind of doing it on your own, or you need some ideas, you can go here. So go to Sales and Marketing, Beachbody Challenge, Beachbody Challenge Group Guides. And then for every single program we have, there's even a 3-day refresh little challenge group, 21-day fix, 21-day fix extreme, ultimate reset, body beast. You get what I'm saying. So every single program, there is challenge group guides that they give you. So we'll click on the 21-day fix. If you click on daily coaching guide, it will give you something to say for every single day of your challenge group. It will give you pictures. It will tell you what to do before your challenge group. They even give you a prep week, so the week before your challenge begins. So day 4, post this. Day 5, post that. Day 6, post this. So in the beginning, you might be using this guide a little bit more. And then as you get more comfortable kind of running your own challenge group the way you want, or maybe you saw something that your upline did in the challenge group that you really liked, or if you saw in the team page today, Courtney Bertos posted a little a game that you can play in your challenge group just to kind of keep people accountable and just to play a fun game. So you can add these in as well. So you can really make your challenge groups however you want. Just know that you can use the guides, and you can really just use anything that we've used, like in the Team Arise Hammer and Chisel Challenge group or whatever from your upline, it's pretty much, we help each other out, and you can use it and share it and pass it along. Shannon, anything with challenge groups?
I still use those guides a lot. And sometimes, like, especially with the 21 Day Fix and 21 Day Fix Extreme, I have a lot of customers that are in one challenge group, but some are doing 21 Day Fix and some are doing the Extreme. So you can pull from both of those. So it just gives you a good idea. And then, also just things like, how are your workouts going? Or if you know what day their workout is, posting those funny pictures about, after leg day, how you can't walk, and just things like that. So it gives you a good place to start. And I try to post at least twice a day in those challenge groups. And so if you've got something that's already kind of scripted, you can use that. And then you can kind of see the direction that your challenge groups go in, things that they are interested in. And that's one thing I asked in the very beginning is, what do you want to get out of this challenge group? What are some of the most important things for you? And then have people comment. Always recipes is one of the number one things that people want, which is a great way that you can advertise a Fixate cookbook also. So there's, lots of different things in there. But if you kind of find out where your group's going and what they're interested in, then you can use like your second post of the day to kind of focus more on them, or the workout that they did that day, or, what's your favorite workout so far? Just kind of talking more on a personal level instead of it just being informational. You want them to get that, but then you want them to kind of feel like they're connected in that group, and finding ways to do that. And it gets better with time. When I first started, I just used what was scripted. And it was a great challenge group. And I think all the people that were in there were very involved, and it was a great group, one of the best ones that I've had. So don't feel like that it's not going to be successful if you just use the scripted stuff.
I just want to throw something out there because I know that there's other new coaches watching the recording. One thing that I noticed when I had first started my first challenge group with my coach is that I was in her challenge group, but I was also friends with her on Facebook, and we were doing the 21 Day Fix, and she had posted something on her personal Facebook page about how she was doing leg day that night and da-da-da. And then I was like, wait, leg day? I didn't do leg day tonight. Am I messed up? So I messaged her and I said, am I doing the right day? Because I saw that you posted that you were doing legs today, and I didn't do legs, and I was new and I wasn't really quite sure. And she had told me that when she does a challenge group, if she's actually doing that program, that she starts the program herself one day before, so that she remembers what the program is for the people in her group the next day. That way, if anyone has any questions or something, she's already just done the workout the night before, so she's able to answer questions better. So I thought that was really a good idea, and that's something that I'm probably going to do, so that if I do my upper fix the night before, then the next morning I can let everyone know what to anticipate on the first day, because I had just done it myself. So I don't know. I just thought that was a good idea.
It is. I know with me, I have never done the 21 Day Fix Essentials. I started with the Extreme because I had already done 225. So, and actually I have called on one of my downline coaches because she has done it. So sometimes I'm like, hey, do we actually use a band in Pilates in that one? Because I can't remember.
Yeah.
So there's always people that you can ask questions for. And in our team group, they've all done, at least somebody has done one of those programs. So if you're not comfortable with it, there's lots of people that you can ask, because I don't know that I'm going to be able to do all of the Beachbody programs. I don't know. So don't feel like that has to be something that you have to do all of the programs to run a challenge group on that. Because it's really about support, and, and in that guide, it gives you what workout is for each day. So you'll know what they'll be focusing on. So I hope that helps.
And then another great point, too, is you don't have to do the program that your challengers are doing. So, right now, I had to stop doing hammer and chisel because I had surgery on my wrist. So obviously I'm not doing it along with Team Arise, but I can still post in the group. But I'm doing a different program just because I have to. So if you've never done the 21-day fix before, but a lot of people are interested in the fix, you can still have a group and still, use the guide to kind of follow along, or use, whatever you are doing just to, motivate people and just say, I got my workout in, even though you're not doing that same exact workout.
And I have let my challengers know I'm doing a different program. I have done this one before and I had great success with it. But right now I've moved on to something else. And they're completely fine with that. And it's also a way to kind of share about what you're doing to spark interest in other programs that are out there. Because I think sometimes people get so focused on, oh, Beachbody. I've never heard of Beachbody. Well, have you ever heard of P90X? Oh, yeah, I know about P90X. So they get so focused on those names of the programs, they don't realize they're all coming from the same company. And so I think it's good to kind of let people know that there's lots of other things out there that we offer. It's not just a 21-day fix. Because I'm doing Hammer and Chisel and I'm running 21-day fix group. Actually, I'm running a Hammer and Chisel group and a 21-day fix group. So as you get more comfortable with challenge groups, you can do that. You can run, simultaneous groups.
And you could also do free challenge groups, like if you want to do like a 5-day clean free eating group, just to get people to kind of trust you, see what you're about, because you want to, maybe you want to just give something of service so people can kind of start building that relationship with you. You can do a 5-day clean free eating group, and we have templates in our team page. If you just go to the file section in the team page here, me and Jessica, I think, both have, and there's Crock-Pot. If you want to do like 5-day free Crock-Pot group, there's the menu, the shopping list, and the templates. And here's a 5-day clean eating plan that you can use. So everything is pretty much done for you. You can just take it and run with it as you want. All right, we'll open it up for any questions. Comments. Anything? Sarah, did that kind of clear up a little bit about challenge groups?
Yeah, I took some notes, and I'm gonna look at the Beachbody page and check out some of the stuff they have in there, as well as the team page, and see what kind of files and what you have on there. Because maybe the best thing I'm thinking for me to do to start is to do like a 5-day free eating group, because then, like you said, you'll kind of gain people's trust. And then I'm assuming that when you do announce that you want to do a challenge, like if I said I wanted to do a 21-day fix challenge, I would need to get people on board with purchasing, if they don't have it already, the 21-day fix. So some people may not want to start off like that. They might want to be like, they might be leery, like, I don't want to spend the money right now. And so if you start off doing something that's free, it might kind of grab attention, and then people might be like, hey, you know what? Let me see where this can take me.
Yeah, and then you can post in your free clean eating group about your next group, which is, that 21-day fix challenge group.
And some wordage that I've used in those free clean eating groups is, because you've done this with me, I will offer you, first dibs on spots in my challenge group. Not that I really limit how many people can get there, but when you use wordage like that, it makes people think, oh, there's only a limited amount of spots. I better go jump on that. And it's not being dishonest, but you're telling them, I'm offering you first chance to be in my challenge group. And building that relationship with them is important. And I think people respect somebody that's willing to help them, even though they're not purchasing something from them.
Right.
So that's a great way to build that relationship. And then another thing to keep in mind too is if somebody orders something from you, it's going to take them at least 5 to 7 days to get it. And if you want them to have the program before you start your challenge group, then you're going to need to be advertising at least 2 weeks prior to your start date. That's going to give you really only a week of advertising because it's going to take a week for them to get their stuff. So sometimes I'll go 2.5, maybe 3 weeks out and start maybe only twice in that first week posting about it, and then the next week posting 3 times or every other day about the challenge group that I'm going to be starting, so that they have enough time to get their orders in and get their packages before the group starts. You can go ahead and start it before they get them, because if they do the challenge pack, they can screen their workouts, and I've had people do that. And then I just give them the information on the container sizes and post pictures of the food list and stuff in our group so that they have the information to get started. And that's worked pretty good too.
And I've heard of people using like incentives or giving away free gifts or something to motivate people. Is that's something that you guys do as well? And if yes, what kind of stuff do you do? Like, what do you offer?
I do that. I offer, was talking about earlier, daily challenges is what I have been doing. Sometimes I have posted like, I make a picture of, Monday's Motivation Monday, Tuesday is Tips and Tricks Tuesday, and Wednesday is, Workout Wednesday, or whatever your challenges are going to be. That's kind of how I got started, was just posting one picture, and then they had to do those things on those days, and they got points. I've done gift cards. I've done grocery store gift cards, things like that. I have done some vitamin supplements things that I had gotten from Beachbody. What else have I done? Shakeology samples.
Yeah, and how do you get the Shakeology samples? Do you purchase that?
Mm-hmm. I purchased the individual packets, and my husband, I had his account signed up as well, so I purchased those through his account so that I'm getting volume from that as well.
Okay. Because I wanted to try the cafe latte, and I did I don't know, I'm kind of lost on that. Like, should I purchase the sample packs? Like, is that to try something?
I don't know if the cafe latte is in just the small package that you can get. I think you can only get 24. But I took the leap of faith, but I knew that I'd be able to sell those to customers. I sell them for $5 a piece, or 4 for 20, or 5 for 20, excuse me. Because I knew I had a lot of customers that drink Shakeology, and they were going to be wanting to try this new product. So I just purchased the box, and then, let people know in my groups that I had samples if they wanted to try.
Oh, okay.
And you can do that too for your free, even though it's free clean eating. You can say, if you want to, I have, the superfood shake. If you want to buy 5 for the week while you're doing this clean eating, it's $5 each, so $25 for the week if they wanted, or if they just wanted to buy one, sample and try it. So that's always an option. But I think what you were referring to before is offering incentives for people to join your challenge groups. Was that what you were?
That as well. But I think also, because I just want to say this while I'm thinking it, but can I also use the Shakeology packets as a prize?
Yeah.
Or as an incentive?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Lisa has always gotten workouts from me before, before she signed up as a coach. She wasn't really on the Shakeology train yet. And the way that, and I think it might have been last year during Christmas, maybe, I don't know. But I was offering, I think I gave her a $15 gift card to Wegmans. So I said, if you buy the combination of the workout and Shakeology, I'll give you a $15 gift card to Wegmans. So that's how she signed up with her challenge group. So it really depends, but you have to know that $15, is coming out of your commissions. It just depends on, are you willing to give, whatever commission up to give to a gift card. It really just depends on, the person, how long you've been talking them to. If you need to get, Success Club points, maybe it's February 29th and you need, 2 more Success Club points, and this person's kind of on the fence. You can kind of, offer them, the gift card, or, hey, I'll throw in, 2 samples of the new cafe latte, or I'll send you a free Shakeology shaker cup, just something that you can personally do for them.
Right. Okay.
And you can always definitely, I would plan out your month. So if you're going to do a free clean eating group, have that date set, and then also go forward in the month and plan your normal challenge group too. So you just have everything planned out, and having those dates are really important because you want to tell people you need to order by this date because it takes, 5 to 7 days for it to ship. And I want you to start on time. I want you to be a part of this with everyone.
Right.
So you feel, that you feel the group camaraderie and everything. So that's why, just having those dates is really good. And like I said before in the beginning of the call, if you need to push out your challenge group, you can. Like say you have 2 people that, need to wait for the paycheck to be collected, and you need to push, your challenge group a week down the road. Like
Right.
that's totally fine.
I just don't get how every month you have to sell 1 or 2 challenge packs to make Success Club, right? 2, I think.
Each 3. So each
3.
challenge pack is 2 points.
Right.
But Earn Success Club, you need 5 points total.
Okay.
So Shakeology and a workout and a challenge pack is 2 points.
Okay.
And Shakeology and Home Direct is 1 point. So any way
Right.
you can mismatch those points. Together.
Okay.
If you get Success Club 5 in 1 month and then the next month you don't hit the same amount, do you lose it, or is it something that you gain and lose?
Yeah, so in order to earn the incentives from Success Club, number 1, you need to be an active coach, meaning you need to have your Shakeology on Home Direct once a month. So you have the volume points to stay active. So Shakeology and Home Direct will keep you an active coach. 2, you need to be an Emerald coach. So you need to have 2 coaches underneath of you that are active. 1 on your right leg, 1 on your left leg. And then 3, you need to hit Success Club 5. So say you have all 3 of those things done for February. You'll get free leads in March. Sorry, I was like January, February, March. You'll get free leads in March. So say in March, you don't hit Success Club 5, or you lose Diamond and you go back down to being a regular coach. Then for April, you will not get those Shakeology leads.
Okay.
Or those free leads.
I thought I was under the impression that you only had to hit Success Club 5 to get leads, but you also have to have 2 coaches under you.
You have to be an Emerald coach.
Are you
Okay.
sure? Because I'm pretty sure that I got free leads without reaching Emerald.
When you were a coach, maybe, but I think it's changed.
I really?
I'll double check on that. But I'm pretty sure because I just had a coach that signed up in December, and she hit it December and January, and she just turned Emerald in February, and she didn't get any leads from it. But I'll double check on it.
Okay. Because they started showing up pretty quick in mine.
But you were a coach when you first started?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's changed since then.
Okay.
And I don't know who asked in Coach Basics. Someone asked about that, but
I think it was me.
I think it was you. So Success Club 5, you get free leads from people that sign up through the infomercial that call, and then people that just sign up on the website for a free coach or just for a free account.
Okay.
That's the people that you get. When you hit Success Club 10, so you get 10 points, then you get Shakeology leads and the regular leads. So Shakeology leads are people who purchase Shakeology. They don't have a coach, and you get their commission instantly. So with the first set of people, you don't get their commission right away, but if they order anything after that, then you do get the commission. With the Shakeology leads, you get the commission right away.
Okay. But so like no matter how many people you're signing up, you really also have to sign up coaches too if you want to get leads, because you can't get any leads without signing up coaches. That's what I'm understanding.
I'm pretty sure you need 2 coaches underneath of you.
Okay.
And I personally, I try and sign up everyone at least as a discount coach, because if people know that they can get a discount on their Shakeology and I don't tell them that, they get pretty pissed off.
Yeah.
So you can sign up to get those 2 coaches underneath of you. It could be a coach that wants to work the business, or it could be somebody that just wants a discount on their Shakeology.
Okay.
So the way I tell this to people, so say, I'm talking to someone and they're ready to join. So I say there's 2 different ways that we can go about this. The first way, we can just sign you up as a regular customer. We'll just say it's a 21-day fix. It's on sale for $140. And then if you wanted to continue on with Shakeology for the next month, it's $130. Or I can sign you up with the discount. I don't say discount coach because that tends to freak people out. And they think, coach, I have to do something for this discount, but they don't. So I say, or I can sign you up with the discount membership, however you want to say it. It's the same price, $140. But if you decide to continue on for the second month, your shakes are $115. So there's a $15 difference. And I specifically say choose, if you choose to, because people can always cancel, they can always stop it, or they can, push it a month out. That way people feel like they have full control and they're not just going to get boxes shipped out all the time.
Okay.
And be scared of it. You know what I mean? So that's how I say it. I say, okay, you're ready. There's 2 different options. These are your options, a coach, or you can be a discount member, especially someone who's going to be drinking Shakeology for more than 2 months. And this is why it's important when you're having the conversations to ask them what their goals are. If someone's telling you they want to lose 30 pounds, it's not going to happen within a month. So you definitely want to show them that, this isn't like boom, it's not going to happen in 21 days for 30 pounds. You might have to do 2 rounds. So I think the coach, the discount is a better way for you to save money, because you're going to have to do this for 2 months or more for you to get to your goal.
Okay.
And while y'all were talking, I looked on the FAQs about that, so I will try to share my screen. And so here you can see how do coaches qualify, and it does say paid rate of Emerald or above. You have to have your business fees paid. You have to be a Club Team Beachbody member. So that's another thing.
I forgot that.
Is you have to be a club member to qualify to reach those. But it's a good tool for you to have because it's got a huge library of all these other programs that maybe you don't have. But it's got the whole program in there. So if you've got some, people that are interested in Body Beast or P90X3 or something like that, those are in that library. And so that's a great way that you can try some of the other programs that we have to offer that maybe you're not as familiar with. So that's another qualification that you have to get those free leads.
Okay, thanks. And the rank of Emerald, just so I'm clear, that is when you have 2 coaches under you and you also hit Success Club 5 or above?
Emerald is just 2 coaches underneath of you.
Okay. And they can be discount coaches, or do they have to be active coaches?
Active coaches are just people that are on Shakeology. So they can be discount coaches, meaning they're not doing the business, or active coaches that are. They just have to be Shakeology, or having to get, we call it volume points, and it has to be 50 volume points or more.
Okay.
And Shakeology will get you those 50 volume points. You're welcome.
Yeah.
And then Coach Basics, we're going to, I think, talk this week more about Emerald and things like that. So that stuff is coming too.
Okay. So basically, I'm going to tell my husband tonight that he's going to be a coach.
I have been trying to do that since I started. I have been trying to get him on board since I started, and he's like, no, you have to do it. Mind you, he wants to do the 21-day fix with me. I'm in the same position. I'm like, just do it.
Well, and what I told mine was, I'm signing you up as a coach. I'm using your information. I'm running your account.
I did say that. I told him, I was like, I think I'm just going to do it for you.
Yeah.
Like everything else in life.
Exactly.
But you might be amazed. Mine is actually coming around and wanting to help because he is actually seeing this works. It's not a scam. It's actually a business, and you can make money at it. And so he's wanting to help get more men on board, which is great because we attract like people. I have almost all women in my group. But he has actually, because he's had great results as well, and people are like, dude, what are you doing? So he's been able to share, and we've actually sold a couple of challenge packs just from him sharing. And so I've told him, I said, we've got to get you more involved on Facebook and things like that, because he didn't even do Facebook. Just so that we can get more men in there. You can support the men, I can support the women, and because men make great coaches. There are some of the top coaches are men. And so sometimes they just need that little push, but they also have to be proven to that you can make money at this. And it's kind of a way that you are double dipping, I guess you could say, because if, like, for instance, with me, this in January, I'm trying to earn our free vacation. So I put everybody in my husband's account for challenge packs. He got Success Club 17 or something. It's crazy. But I worked my tail off in December to get ready for January. And so all of that's going into his account. And then I am earning volume bonuses on his account because it's feeding up into my account. So it's a way that you are maximizing your results if you do that.
So the way that I got to Emerald is I told my mom and my husband, who's my boyfriend at the time, and this was 3 years ago, I said, I'm signing you up and you're drinking this stuff regardless. They both thought I was crazy. They both thought I was nuts, but now they're both obsessed with Shakeology, and they yell at me when they're out of Shakeology, and they're like, where's my shake? Why isn't it here? So I had to buy them extra bags to keep them happy, just in case they, ran out for a day or two. So I work my husband's account. So 3 years later, I make, I would say, $300 to $500 a week just on my husband's account. He doesn't do anything. He drinks the shake, yes. But like Shannon says, I put customer orders through his account. So his account gets commission, but then my account that's above gets the volume point. So that's why Emerald is really important, not just for Success Club, but you start earning those team bonus cycles. So that's another way for you to earn money. And that's the biggest way you earn money. So commission is great, 25% commission and the bonuses from selling challenge packs. But once you're Emerald and you can get those $14 bonus cycles as an Emerald coach, it really starts to add up quickly. And especially when you have a spouse's account on that, if you're really in this to build a long-term business, you want your spouse to be the first person that you sign up. But make sure that you reach up to your upline or just ask me where to place your spouse, because there's a specific spot you want to put them. That way you just maximize on your earnings with that. But that's simple.
When you signed your husband and your mom, was it challenge packs that you got them, or was it just the Shakeology? I
signed them up with challenge packs, so I would get 2 points.
And then you got like different DVDs.
Yeah, but my mom does hip hop abs, so that's what she got, and then my husband got Body Beast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they use it. Like I got, like one Christmas, I got my brother not Hammer and Chisel, Insanity Max 30 last year. So he got the workout and I kept the Shakeology.
Okay.
Because we wanted some more packets, like when we went on vacation and stuff. So if your husband doesn't want to drink Shakeology yet, if he's not on board yet, that you can use as packets.
Okay.
His account you can just use as the packets to
right.
For $5 to people.
Okay.
And when you say that, like where to put them, are you like choosing a spot to? I know there's like the right side and the left side, and I need to learn more about that because I'm not really clear. But I know that's a whole other topic. But are you actually like placing? Like, when you're signing someone up, are you choosing right then and there, like where they go in your account?
Yeah, I'll show you really quick. So before you sign up any coach, you have to tell your Coach Online office where you want to place them. It doesn't matter for customers because customers, they're not placed in a spot. Any coach, before you sign them up, you go into My Business, My Preferred Placement. You click on that, and then you'll see it has automatic placement or set preferred placement. You want to make sure that this is on a set preferred placement. And then all you're going to do is choose a position, left or right. That's it, just left or right. You're not going to mess with this weak outside leg or first available or weak leg first available. Just left or right. And I always say, you're not supposed to know the difference yet, so don't get caught up in all that information. Just ask us, ask your upline, where should I place my spouse? We will tell you where to place them, and then just make sure you click save. And that goes for any coach that you sign up to at this point, since you're brand new and you don't know about this yet. Just say, hey, I have this coach. She's just a discount buyer for now. What leg should I put them on? And we'll let you know where you place them. Or, hey, I have a business builder right now. What leg should I place them on? Because there are strategies to place people in certain spots so you maximize your earnings.
Okay. And the person that we're asking, like I would ask my coach.
Yeah, so who is your upline?
Leah.
Yeah,
Leah.
you would ask Leah.
Okay.
Yep. And if Leah didn't know, then Leah's coach is Danielle.
Yeah.
And then if Danielle didn't know, ask me. You can always ask me just because I can look at everyone's. So if this is my second business center, but I can look at everyone's account going down.
Okay.
And help you fill in the spots.
All right. Just asking because I'll be doing that tomorrow for sure.
And then Sarah, for you, that would be Lisa. And then above Lisa is me. So either or.
Okay. Thank you. I know that's like totally off topic, but there's
that's all right.
so
And that's why we have these calls.
things.
So you guys can ask questions, get those need to know questions out so then you can focus on other things.
It's just because, like, being so new, it is overwhelming, and there's so much to know. And, like, I mean, I'm sure Amy is just like me. Like, I want to dive in, and I don't know where to dive in. And I'm like, I don't know where to start. And then I hear about the challenge groups. I want to do the right thing. I want to talk the right way. I want to say the right things. And I'm just so confused, and I just want to know. And I know it just takes time, but that's why I have so many questions, because I just want to, like, figure it out already.
No, I mean, you're doing great. You're posting on Facebook. You're coming on the calls. You're commenting in Coach Basics. If you're doing those things, you are 100% on track and
Okay.
way,
And you will figure it out as you go.
I'm sorry?
You will figure it out as you go.
Oh, yeah.
And like I've heard some other people say, done is better. I can't remember exactly what it's saying, but it's the wordage, but it's actually saying it's better to just do it than to do nothing.
Right.
So don't wait until you feel like you know everything to do something about it. Just do it and know that you're going to fail. You're going to do things that they say not to do. There's probably other ways that you should talk to people, but at least you're going to learn from those mistakes. So just go ahead and put yourself out there, and you will learn as you go. I'm still learning.
Yeah.
And I think we'll always, and that's a good thing, because you constantly want to be learning and growing. And if you ever stop learning and growing, then, we're not going to get any better. And you're going to stay where you're at. So you always want to get out of that comfort zone and just continue to make those mistakes, but learn from those mistakes, but just jump in and do it.
Correct.
And the quote is, done is better than perfect.
That's it.
So you don't have to be absolutely perfect with your challenge group or even know what you're doing or be absolutely perfect, with your post. Just put it out there and see what happens. It's better than doing nothing.
Okay. All right, cool. Thanks.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, ladies. It was a good call tonight.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you in the group. So if you have any questions, obviously you can ask us, message us, or post it in the group.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye.